Let's talk about mindful management. Are you an intuitive empath in the working world and you're a manager or team leader, leadership, someone who has direct reports that you affect every day? What are some tips to help us navigate this? I'm still a firm believer that we have one path. And even in the workforce, if we're not the lucky ones that get to do our metaphysical work full time, still trying. But we also have a purpose. And if our purpose on our path is still to have an effect on those people every day, then that's where spirit's going to keep us, and we have to be mindful of that. So let's talk about 3 tips for being a mindful manager. There's a lot of different leadership types in this world, and there's a lot of different companies, especially if your company has a production-based mindset. They might not lean so much toward empathetic help or intuitive help as a leader skill, but I do. In my job, I want to be a positive influence in the spiritual journeys of my staff. So the first thing is to check yourself daily. Period. Check yourself. We all wake up in different moods, but as a leader, you do have that responsibility because you can set the tone for everybody that comes in contact with you. And if you have staff, then that's even more important. At the end of the day, it's important to help people grow, whether spiritually or professionally or both. So what's your morning routine? What's your daily routine? Whether it's gratitude or welcoming the new day as energy from the east, that new light that comes in. What is your daily routine? Sometimes our mornings get interrupted earlier than we thought, and our practice might get cut short. But that's the first thing. Check yourself and make sure you're in that good place. We all have times we don't feel good, or we have to control that energy. I posted about being some intuitive help with controlling energy. This is also, number 2, an excellent platform for your intuitive empath skills. It's an excellent way to be practicing those every day in everything you do professionally. You can put those to the test. How to control the energy, how to filter the energy, dealing with situations, dealing with your staff, dealing with other colleagues. And it's a great way to hone your skills. It's a great way to perfect where you might be struggling. And again, if Spirit's got you on this path in a professional platform, and you're highly into the metaphysical world, intuitive empath, then you're there for a reason. So there's a lesson there. And I'm constantly, daily working on what is this that I'm perfecting today. So always be mindful for that. And the third thing is, again, I'm always going back to that emotional intelligence toolbox. If you're in leadership, you should be in some kind of professional development for emotional intelligence. There is so much out there. Those skills give you the platform, the way to handle different issues. What it does, emotional intelligence training, is it keeps exactly that, your emotions in professional check. So if you're an intuitive empath, it's important not to let those emotions interfere. Period. We all know that emotions anyway can cut off or stop a flow. If you're a psychic medium, anything like that, emotions can stop that flow. So when you take emotional intelligence training and it raises your emotional quotient, your overall skills, it helps in everything, not just your professional, your personal. You handle conversations better. You handle difficult conversations better. What I found was my greatest takeaway from these professional development interactions I've had. It increases your listening, and it increases your reading / understanding. It's so important to listen. It's so important to listen. When you listen to someone 100%, if someone doesn't have that strength in their solar plexus, you don't want to meet them with solar plexus bad energy. You want your solar plexus to be healthy and have that good energy so you can have the difficult conversations and you're not butting heads, okay? So that's what that teaches you. You listen. Because if someone's upset, if someone's elevated and you need to bring them back down, they might not get to the truth of the point of what's really, really wrong until 3/4 of the way through their dialogue. So it's important to hear the whole thing and listen, right? You're doing this as they're talking. Now, you're not going to tell them you're listening to your spirit guides, but you are. You are, because you're using that. So your spirit guides are going to tell you the truth, right? You'll see what's actually going on behind what they're saying. Now, am I saying that it's our responsibility as mindful managers to fix everybody? No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying leave them better than you found them, because you don't know where that vibrates. You don't know where that vibrates in their life, in the company. You may never know. But what I am saying is use everything you can do as a mindful manager to leave things better than you found them and to succeed on this path where Spirit has you involved with this company on a daily basis. You're healing yourself, you're increasing your skills, you're utilizing your professional development skills, and you're bettering someone else's life. You're being positive. And that is where being a mindful manager as an intuitive empath does some good for the collective, some good for the world, for the company, for your people and their families, for their health and their spirit. You know, you're giving them, in an essence, a kind of unconditional love that is important in everybody's life. It's the same as greeting somebody out in public with a smile. That little thing can change somebody's whole day. So there's a couple more tips for you for mindful management. Leave your comments. I hope you have a great day.